Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. My name is Michaela. So today I wanted to kind of share with you all of my favorite makeup items for the summer season. I think yesterday was officially the first day of summer when I'm filming this. So I wanted to share this makeup look with you guys because this is seriously what I've been wearing every single day. No matter the occasion, any day that I'm wearing makeup, I've been wearing this for the last month at least, and I absolutely love every single product. Top to bottom, start to finish, full face of makeup of favorites that I wanted to share with you guys. So let's get into it. So the first couple things I want to talk about are skincare. That's how I start my makeup in the morning, with a clean face obviously. But then I like to go in with this Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion. This stuff is amazing. It's very basic, but something about it, I wear this at night as well. I use this at night and then after I wash my face in the morning. And I swear when I wake up my face just looks plump, my pores are minimized. I don't know if that has to do with the skin vitamins that I'm taking, if that's kind of changing the texture of my skin, but I do notice a difference when I wake up in the morning after I've used this, and it's amazing. It is quite a bit of product. It's 4.2 fluid ounces and I think it's like $27. I got mine at Ulta. I highly recommend this. Definitely if you have sensitive skin. It's 100% fragrance free and I just love the simplicity of it, and it just really hydrates my skin perfectly, and I think it creates a really nice base for makeup. This is all I've been using as a primer lately and I absolutely love it. I don't notice it breaking up my foundation at all. Just provides a really nice smooth canvas for everything to go on top of. And then under the eyes, I've been using this e.l.f. Hydrating Under Eye Primer. This stuff is amazing. It's kind of like a little bit of a pinky tone, but it's just really nice, kind of a more of like a gel texture. So it sinks into the skin really quickly and just hydrates and kind of brightens the under eye. I let my moisturizer and my under eye primer sit while I'm doing my eye makeup, and then everything's all nice and sunk in and set by the time I'm ready to move on to the face. So for eyes, it's kind of funny. All I've been using isn't even an eyeshadow product. This is the Fiona Styles Multi-Dimension Color Palette. I'm so sad that this line is being discontinued at Ulta. I'm really hoping that it's just Ulta that it's discontinued. If I can find this anywhere, I will link it below because this palette is incredible. This is by far my favorite makeup palette, my favorite face makeup palette that I think I've ever tried. It's got a bronzer, 3 blushes, and 2 kind of highlight shades. So this bottom kind of bronzier peachy shade is what I have on all over the lid. It's just a super gorgeous kind of corally bronze color. And then I have the highlight shade in the inner corner and the brow bone. And then this bronzer color, it has the tiniest bit of a sheen to it, but not too much. So I just throw that in the crease and it is the quickest, easiest eye look, and I've been loving that. And then I've been using this Milani Stay Put waterproof eyeliner in the shade Hooked on Espresso. So it's just a really deep kind of chocolatey brown shade. So I just find that this is really nice. Just a little bit softer than a harsh black and just really great for every day. I put it all over the waterline and then just the tiniest bit on the lash line just to kind of get a little bit of definition. And then this mascara has been my new holy grail. This is the Essence Lash Princess False Effect Mascara. This is nothing new. I think everybody has tried this years ago, but I was late to this bandwagon and it's amazing. I think this is like $3 or $4.99 and it adds incredible volume and length. I highly recommend this. I do wish it came in a waterproof formula, but what I've been doing with this is just layering a waterproof mascara on top of it. That kind of gives me that longevity on the hotter days. So this is amazing. If you haven't tried this, get on it. For foundation, I am almost out of this little guy. This is the Perricone MD No Foundation Foundation Serum. This is kind of the sample size. This little guy was $22, which is really expensive for how small this is, but the full size is $60. I will say the drawback to this, a huge drawback to this, is there's literally 1 shade. It just so happens that works for me, but if you don't have a similar skin tone to mine, this might not be the best. But I love the finish. It's just a really natural, just kind of evens out any redness and leaves your skin looking really fresh and even, but kind of lets all those pretty like freckles and things poke through, so you're kind of fooling everybody that you're not wearing any foundation. And then I just set it with this Kiko Radiant Fusion Baked Powder. I have mine in the shade 2. And this is so nice. It's really, really fine and sheer. It's not like a, I wouldn't call this a foundation. Like, this is the perfect setting powder because not a ton gets picked up on your brush. I just used this Morphe E41. It's just a really big powder brush. Just kind of load it up and just kind of pounce it everywhere, and it just provides enough powder that it sets the foundation. Nothing feels tacky or looks greasy, but it also doesn't look powdery or cakey. I've been loving this. I don't hear anybody talk about this powder. It just caught my eye. The Radiant Fusion caught my eye. Always in the market for a powder that doesn't make me look like I'm 100 years old. So this is amazing. Oh. I just dug my fingernail into it. But it was really affordable. I think it was like 50% off when I got it. Kiko always has sales, so I will link that below if I can find it still for you. Backing up a little bit, I'm out of order. This is the Physicians Formula Insta Ready Full Coverage Concealer. I love this stuff, and it comes with a little itty bitty sponge that has rolled away, never to be found again. I have no idea where it went, but I actually really like that sponge. I've heard a lot of people kind of mixed reviews on it, but it doesn't really get any bigger or softer underwater, but I find that it's really soft just as it is, and I use it every day under my eyes for the concealer. I have mine in the shade Light, and it's not a super stark, like really light white. I have mine in the shade White. Definitely not white. Nope. I have mine in the shade Light, and I love this. Just enough coverage. Like, I would say it's pretty full coverage, but something about it still looks natural to me. I have it under my eyes right now, and I set it with a little bit of that Kiko powder. I don't find it creasing on me throughout the day. It lasts forever, and I just really love the finish that this gives me, and the fact that it's at the drugstore is incredible. I've used this so much, and I don't think I'm even halfway through the bottle, so I highly recommend it if you can get your hands on it. Moving on, my holy grail bronzer is now the Bare Minerals Invisible Bronze in the shade Tan. This is like the third darkest, I believe. Normally I would go with like medium or light, but this color just seemed to be a better match for me, and this just gives you the most beautiful, like, fresh from vacation glow. And what I like about it is a teeny tiny bit of a sheen. It's not completely matte, but it is definitely not sparkly. But if you, I don't know if you can see that, I'll try to insert a swatch, but you can see my skin through it, and that just makes it look like your skin is actually tan. It doesn't look like a layer on top of your skin. It doesn't look muddy. It just looks really smooth and believable, if you ask me. Then I like to go back into this palette for blush. I usually use this more like a terracotta shade or this corally shade. I don't dip into this guy very often. It's pretty intense. You see I barely touched that. And a ton of pigment came off. You could use it. This would be gorgeous on a darker skin tone, but for me, I just don't reach for it a lot. It's a pretty cool tone. And in the summer months, obviously I like to go a little warmer, but today I just used the bronzer all over, and it's a really nice kind of warm shade, so it looks really nice as a blush as well. So I love this palette. The highlights are incredible. So I use that palette in mixture with this Dior Skin Nude Air Luminizer in the shade 03. You guys, if I can open it, this is the most beautiful highlight I think I've ever tried in my life. It's stunning. It is crazy expensive. I was lucky enough to get this sent to me through Octoly by Dior, but this is the most gorgeous highlight. It's like just the perfect kind of champagne gold, and it's really like thin. That might sound odd, but if you've tried a highlighter that has kind of like a thicker texture, it's really going to accentuate any existing texture that you have on your cheekbones, and this doesn't do that. I swear it just kind of melts into the skin and looks, oh my gosh, I just dug into it. I'm thinking about doing a highlighter dupes video, so if you guys are interested, I'm going to see if I can find a dupe for this highlighter because I know it's crazy expensive, and I'm so thankful it got sent to me because it's stunning. It does come with a little brush, but I haven't really been using it for the highlighter, but this is a really good little travel size for like bronzer. It's really, really soft, so I still love this brush. It's got the little Christian Dior sign on the bottom, and I love that. So this is beautiful. If you've been thinking about purchasing it and you can, go for it. It's 100% worth it. It's so pretty. Then for lips, I've been using, this is nothing new. This is MAC Whirl. I don't know, rediscovered this in my collection, and it seems to be like the most perfect, like exact shade of my lips. So I've really only been defining like this kind of under part of my bottom lip and then the cupid's bow with this, and just kind of tapping it in with my finger, and it just adds really nice definition to the lips. So I've been loving that. And then on top of it, I've been using this Dior Lip Glow Color Reviver Balm. This is perfect for summer. This also was sent to me. This is in the shade 01, and this is one of those products that's going to look a little bit different on everyone, but this pink kind of undertone is perfect for the summer. It's what I have on today. This is right up my alley. I knew I was going to love this already because I have an obsession with the Dior Lip Maximizer Collagen Active, and this is also in this shade 001. And this is so gorgeous. They are pricey items, but I highly, highly, highly recommend both of these if you're in the market for really luxurious, super nice quality lip product. The packaging is stunning, top to bottom. This stuff is amazing. A little more budget friendly option. This is literally $1. I got this at Ulta. Hopefully it's still available. It caught my eye because it reminded me of the Fresh lip balms, kind of the packaging. This is definitely not as nice quality. This is kind of plastic, this is plastic. But I think it was $1. You get quite a bit of product in there. It smells kind of fruity, but it's just a really nice lip balm. This is something you can put on with no mirror, and as you can see, it's just gonna add the tiniest bit of color. But it's a really nice texture. Like, it kind of fills in all those fine lines and just makes your lips look really juicy and healthy with a nice little flush of color. So that is my favorite thing for summertime, is not like a heavy lipstick. I mean, there's a time for that, like at night, but for day to day, I just like a little bit of color to wake up the face, moisturize my lips, and those have been doing the trick for me. I love it. And then to top everything off, I use the Kate Somerville UncompliKated SPF Soft Focus Makeup Setting Spray with Broad Spectrum SPF 50. This was also sent to me, and I have been using it every single day since I got it. It really gives me no excuse to not wear SPF every single day because it's so easy. And what I love about this is if you use setting sprays, they feel really refreshing, but they're pretty wet for a few seconds after you put them on. Like, you kind of have to fan them down so that things don't drip and look funky. This dries the second it hits your face, I swear. It's like the finest mist. Amazing. Love it. It claims on the website that it is mattifying. I'm not the best judge for that because I'm not super oily, but I don't find that it makes me look matte, and I kind of prefer that. I prefer more of a natural to glowy, obviously glowy look, and so I think this is great for my kind of normal skin type. It doesn't make me look dry or greasy, so I love this. I believe it's $38, and I was so excited to get this in the mail because I had tried out this Pixie Sun Treat Sun Mist with chamomile and bamboo extracts. This is only SPF 50, and it's kind of the same idea that it's SPF in a spray, but girl, not the same. Like, do you see that? This blob of sunscreen. It has a nice consistency, like it's kind of watery. It's not super greasy, so if you spray it into your hand and put it on your face before makeup, do not use this as a setting spray before makeup. It might work fine, but I just didn't really like this as much, and this was $18 for only 2.7 fluid ounces. I sort of just assumed that this was for your face. I don't know. I just picture Pixi as being makeup products, so I kind of thought this was going to be what this is. And really, I don't think it says anywhere that this is technically for your face. So that's partially my fault for not actually like reading about the product, but I'm so happy to have gotten this because this is actually what I was looking for. It's just a way to make that kind of sunscreen part of your skincare super, super fast and easy. And I kind of feel like adding it over the top gives me an extra layer of protection because this Perricone foundation actually has SPF 50 in it as well. So I'm getting like a double whammy, and that's great. I love it. Helps with premature aging. You don't want any kind of skin cancer. And so I highly recommend this because a lot of sunscreens that aren't necessarily formulated for your face are prone to break you out, kind of clog your pores, create kind of a barrier over your skin, which is good because you're protecting yourself from those UV rays, but you're also not letting your skin breathe. And Kate Somerville has never let me down in skincare, so I feel like this is safe for me to use. I haven't noticed any breakouts when I take off my makeup. At the end of the day, my face just feels fresh and hydrated. It doesn't feel stripped, dry, or extra greasy. So I haven't noticed a negative change in my skin since I've started using this. And like I said, I've been using it for about a month now. Alright, that is everything for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a comment below if you'd like to see more makeup videos from me. I have a ton of great products that I'd love to share with you guys. I wish I could fit them all into one video, but I can't, so I did my best to fit as many as I could in this video without making it 18 years long. And so let me know what your favorite beauty products for the summer have been. I would love to hear from you guys and try out some of your suggestions. So let me know what you've been using and loving. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on our next video. Click that little bell next to the subscribe button. That'll notify you every time we do upload. And we'll see you in our next one very soon. Bye!